Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Norm's Friends. I'm David B., the Readings Guy, 603-404-9338, biffid@yahoo.com. Text, call, arrange a reading, and I'll still say it again, if anybody wants mediumship reading, I need some practice. Text, call, email. We can do it for free. We could do it over the phone, over computer, whatever. But I figure let me sort of get rid of the rust, shall we say, get the wheels start spinning with that. Anyway, so there you have it. And as you can see, it's only me, but that's all right. We got plenty of stuff here. I have my psychic oracle cards again, where I have a very, very busy crystal ball today. We can go over that. Again, because it's only me, I have my trusty phone here. We can check headlines. And I do have Ed, if you're out there watching, Ed from Derry Salem, pay attention. You talk about no voter fraud. I have some articles here that talk specifically about voter fraud. But you know how these people are, and I love it. I have to say it. I'm not a Republican now, nor have I ever been a Republican. I'm pro-American. I'm for law and order. I'm for following the the rule of law and upholding our laws. And of course, if I talk about voter fraud, why do people do this? Because I'll post them on Facebook too. If you post something like that, why do people always, what's a Trumposexual or whatever that is? But, and it's like, just so everyone knows also, even if the guy's the nominee, I'm not voting for him. So there you go. So enough with the name calling and the sarcasm. God forbid people like that, these woke people, right? God forbid if you even have articles about voter fraud, instead of saying, well, maybe I could ask them about them and give me the link and we can check them out, but not right away. No, there's no voter fraud. Or like Ed down in Derry Salem. Come on, Ed. What does he tell me? Dave, if there was voter fraud, why doesn't CNN cover the story? I mean, if they covered the story, Biden's DOJ would have them off the air in no time fast, just like they got rid of Tucker. What did he do? One night of the J6, the January 6th tapes, one night of it, and look at him. What was it? A week and a half later, off the air, he's departed. And naturally, the runaround is the smoke and mirrors is it's because they lost the Dominion case for $1 billion. They blamed Tucker, and that's why they're saying they parted. No, if you remember, after Tucker showed one night of January 6 tapes, yeah, I'm talking politics. Or actually, I'm talking about all the anti-Americanism crap that goes on that people don't do anything about. They just sit back and take it. Get up, get alarmed, get irate, and do something. Anyway, what was it after Tucker shows one night of January 6 tapes? Chuck Schumer's out there. What a dark day in America. God forbid it's a dark day because actually, and I don't care what you say, the Democrats, whatever they say about everyone, it's what they're doing themselves. Like Chuck Schumer, what a dark day in America it is. No, it's a light day. It was a very bright day, but he's calling it dark because why? Oh, God forbid now, Americans will they're finally seeing the truth here. The camera doesn't lie. So what do? Hush up these cameras. Anyway, so much for that sidetrack. We got plenty of time to talk all about that. Of course, as usual, we have the inspirational quote, and then we have interesting fun facts. If you want, we can get going on them. Oh, and first, I even forgot, welcome everybody. Glad you're tuning in. Relax, get a nice cup of cocoa with some marshmallow on top, a beer. It's too chilly for a beer right now. Plus, down at Derby Salem, I was chilly in there all day. The lights feel good. And it was, all I have is this heavy leather jacket, too heavy to wear inside, but I'm working there again tomorrow night. I'm bringing a sort of lightweight jacket in case it's chilly again. I'm putting it on. All right, so that's that story. So, what do you say? Shall we go? Oh, yeah, that's what. So, don't have the beer. Get a cocktail, a cup of cocoa, a cup of tea. It's too late for coffee for me. If I have coffee now, I'll be up till 3 in the morning. A nice hot toddy. That'd be good. Some eggnog with a little bit of whiskey in it. You could throw that in the microwave for about 15, 20 seconds. Yum, yum, yum. Hey, right? All right, so anyway, that's it. Stretch out, relax, get comfy, and we got what? 55 minutes or so to spend together. So, no calling, please, until after I finish my fun facts. All right, thank you. All right, so let's start with the inspirational quote. Very simple today. Let no man pull you so low as to hate him. And I know people can vouch, right? Mr. Jim, Laurel, Susan. Let no man pull you so low as to hate him. Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. As we all know, down on the border town where I work, there's plenty of people in there that are loaded. Well, I shouldn't say plenty. There are very few people in there. But they're so negative and so filled with hate that that's all they want you to do. They want to pull you low, so low, not only to hate them, they want you to hate everyone. So much for that. Let no man pull you so low as to hate him. Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. There you have it. All right. So, for the interesting fun facts today, here's just a little intro for that. Of course, we all know it's, they talk about electric vehicles and the ESG, and there's some really dumb people out there because they have, and they're buying the story. I can't believe that there's people that are so dumb thinking that if they even pay more for energy, they'll use the same amount of energy. Everyone will come up with a way to scrape the money, right? We forfeit going out for dinner or, buying a new car or buying some nice clothes, but because we all need energy, right? So what will happen? This ESG people, and I hate to say it, even Obama said it when they were passing the Obamacare. Americans are dumb. So what, right? What do? They have people thinking, and you got these young, naive, idiotic, illiterate, uneducated dummies out there protesting, blocking traffic, throwing paint on masterpieces, all because of what? If you use the same amount of energy, but if you pay a tax on it, it's going to save the climate. Talk about, never mind, a hole in your head. How many holes in your head? All right. So that's the intro because the interesting fun facts today are about nuclear power. All right. So, interesting fun fact number 1. Over 20% of the U.S. electricity is provided by nuclear power. There are just over 100 nuclear power plants in operation in the country. I know where 2 are, but, at least 1 in Seabrook, and wasn't there another one? I don't know if it's still operating down in Plymouth, Mass. Because, people down there, let's face it, Mass, they're cuckoo, they're all woke, which really is asleep. Because they refuse to, It's like you can lead a horse to water, you can't make him drink. You can show them all the facts in the world and the science, by the way. You can show them all the scientific evidence, but because they say, no, never mind, we rather pay extra tax on energy. So they're idiots. Anyway, listen to this. Despite their presence and contribution to the country's support, no new plants have been built since the 1979 and the 3 Mile Island incident. Remember that 3 Mile Island? I always remember. Does anybody else remember this? Remember the news? They used to show the news down there. The place was deserted. And I always felt bad. Remember one of the first things, it was like, it was so eerie because, naturally, it wasn't like bright sunny days. At least I don't remember. But I always felt bad. Does anybody remember there was a poor dog just wandering around aimlessly down there? I always felt bad for that dog. All right. Interesting fun fact number 2. And this is, again, the ESG people don't tell you this. The process of using nuclear energy and producing it has no significant environmental impact. It's one of the cleanest energies going. And they won't tell you that. Why? Because, they want you to pay more. They want you to pay for them to, because they all have, all the elites, they're investing in these solar companies and all this other crap. So, they've already got stock and all this. So let's force these dummies to force them to use this kind of power. So, and they're all benefiting, but dumb. All right. Anyway, let's proceed. Interesting fun fact number 3. Worldwide, there are over 400 commercial nuclear reactors producing energy for 31 countries. Interesting fun fact number 4. In the entire history of nuclear energy production, there have only been 3 major disasters. 3 Mile Island, Fukushima, Fukushima, and we all remember Chernobyl, right? Only 3. Interesting fun fact number 5. The former Soviet Union was the first world power to use nuclear energy to produce electrical power. The Obninsk power plant came online in 1954. Imagine a year after I came online. Imagine that. All right, interesting fun fact number 6. The U.S. was the first global power to use a nuclear-powered submarine. Imagine that. The USS Nautilus was launched in, I have 154, but we know that ain't right. How about, must be, wait a minute. Let's start over. I know what it is. Hold on. I do these early in the morning, so, when I'm having my first cup of coffee. Let's start that one over. All right, so never mind that other part. Interesting fun fact number 6. The U.S. was the first global power to use a nuclear-powered submarine. The USS Nautilus was launched in 1954. It was the first submerged vessel to travel under the North Pole and remained in service until 1980. Interesting fun fact number 7. The 104 nuclear power plants in the U.S. are neighbors to over 3 million people, all who live within 10 miles of them. So that's like you could put all the nuclear power plants inside 128 down in Mass, right? Because within a 10-mile radius of Boston, it's Years ago, it was over 4 million, so it's got to be close to 5 million in that 10-mile radius. We can put all the nuclear power plants down there because they are all for the ESG stuff anyway, and they'll be happy. All right. Interesting fun fact number 8. Nuclear fusion is the safest way to create power. It involves putting two atoms together to make one, however they do that. The technology has never been implemented on a broad scale, so almost all nuclear power plants use nuclear fission, F-I-S-S-I-O-N, not to be confused with fusion, which splits one atom into two and is considered more dangerous. Well, instead of making two into one, this one makes one into two. All right. Interesting fun fact number 9. I knew this, but I didn't know the time frame. Every year and a half to 2 years, every nuclear plant goes through a cleaning cycle that shuts down the plant to allow for the removal of radioactive waste. All right. Interesting fun fact number 10. Okay, come on, listen up, as Judge Judy would say. Put on those listening ears. While concern about exposure to radiation is valid, some research shows, so it must be scientific, that you will get more radiation over your lifetime from being around personal electronics than from being near a nuclear power plant. Maybe that's what's wrong with the younger generation. They're always iPads, iPhones, laptops, iWatch. They're sizzling and they don't even know it. All right. This one I think is funny. Interesting fun fact number 11. The Manhattan Project. Get this. A research team based in Chicago. Why don't they call it the Cook County Project? Produced the first functioning nuclear reactor design. Okay. Interesting fun fact number 12. Here's another nice little tidbit. Keep this up here in your brain. In the event of a nuclear disaster, all right, which my sister's petrified of, should you be exposed to nuclear material, remove all of your clothes. Get this. This will also remove almost 90% of the radioactive material you were just exposed to. How simple is that? Interesting fun fact number 13. Nuclear tests don't make the news so often. So many people aren't aware there were over 55 tests a year for 30 years. That's more than one test a week. See that? This is pretty cool. Interesting fun fact number 14. It can cost over $6 billion to build one new reactor for an existing plant. Wow. Yeah, but I wonder how long they last. All right. Interesting fun fact number 15. The largest surface nuclear-powered ship is not only over 50 years old, it's still in service. Imagine that. The USS Enterprise was put into service in 1960 and is 1,122 feet long. It's longer than any building in Boston is taller. Imagine that. That's pretty high. I mean, that's pretty long. That's pretty high, too. Interesting fun fact number 16. Project Prometheus is the NASA initiative to use nuclear power for long-distance space exploration. The use of nuclear power as a primary fuel source could increase speeds and cut costs of missions. There you have it, but they don't want to tell you about that. See, because if it's less to produce it, then if they tax you, you're paying the same. But people are dumb. If they got to pay a tax, they have to pay more than what they're paying now. Otherwise, you're still gonna pollute. And finally, interesting fun fact number 7: uranium isn't new. While using it as a source of power is new, during the Middle Ages, it was used to transform the color of glass. Imagine, so what it is, it made it all glow in the dark. Imagine. So there you have it. This is the interesting fun facts today and the inspirational quote. Again, as I said, I'm all by myself. But we have things to go over. Of course, I have my trusty U.S. Constitution right handy. We can go over a little bit about that. All right, so now that I'm done, anybody have any questions, comments? 603-640-3091. Give me a call. First-time callers out there, you want a reading? Nice crystal ball ready to give messages. Psychic oracle cards ready to give messages. Let's give it a go. Don't be shy. If nothing happens there, well, you know me. I got the gift to gab. So, what's been in the news lately? Of course, one of the things, well, let's face it, the Israeli-Hamas war, it's just unbelievable. And I'll tell you what really gets me. And because thank God we live in a republic here, okay? And we have all these freedoms and liberties thanks to the Constitution. And what do you get? These idiots out there, they're protesting in support of Hamas, who wants to take not only every right, freedom, liberty. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
This is your number one fan.
All right, number one fan. How are you doing today? I'm so glad you called. What's happening?
Patriots lost.
Yeah, but we knew that was going to happen.
They almost won.
Yeah, almost. I know. And I almost had a threesome last night too. I only needed 2 more people.
Oh, you had a threesome?
No, I said I almost did.
Oh.
I only needed 2 more people.
Oh.
So
what's going on in Medford?
Well, I don't know because I haven't talked to Gina since last week, so I don't have a clue. And unless she calls, we won't know. But
okay, there was a postman delivering mail.
Oh, that's right.
And he got attacked by 3 teenagers.
That's right. In Medford.
And when they caught him, and when they went to court, the mother says, "Oh, Judge, don't punish my child." And the judge let him go until the court date comes up.
What a joke. That's right. They were from Lowell. The 3 kids from Lowell, right?
Yeah, but the kids that took him down, one was from Drake.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The other was from Barnstable.
Wow.
So they picked the 3 kids up in Lowell, and they took them to Medford. They beat the hell out of the post guy.
That's right, I know. Yeah. And the judge let him go?
They hit him so hard. Prior to their trial,
yeah.
Whatever. But one of the postmen, he got hit so hard in the side of the head that he had those earbuds.
Yeah.
It went right into his eardrum. They had to operate on him to get it out.
Wow. But they're such good boys.
Right? I know it. They're living in they're living in a dream world.
Yeah.
You know what they should do with them? Send them over with the Israelis. The Israelis will show them what to do.
That's right. I know. They want to beat people up. That's right. Send them into Gaza City. Really.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. That's right. I remember reading that. It's like, it's just incredible now. But you know that...
Yeah.
That,
It showed the
go ahead.
and it showed the two guys that drove them down there
Yeah.
from right, and they get their heads bowed in court. You know, like what's going to happen? I'd say put them in jail for about 5 years,
I agree. I agree.
and not a local jail, state prison.
Well, I agree with you because it's a federal offense. It's not the city, and he was a federal employee, the post office, no less. So it's let's
Right.
let's nip it in the bud. But let's face it, it's Massachusetts also. So there are a lot of brain dead people down there running the show. So wow, I know. Imagine. What's going on locally? What do you got? What do you got locally for
Tell
us?
me, how is Jurassic Park doing?
Oh,
Did you go to the center?
I did do Jurassic World. Yeah, it was.
Oh,
What it was is it was like live theater for kids. I don't know. They had a lot of characters in there, and they had only several dinosaurs. I don't know, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. But it was, one of the dinosaurs. Her name was Gina. No, Gina. She gets out of her cage. She gets out of her cage and she spooks these people that are in. I forget what they call the spear that they ride around and stuff. And then some other dinosaurs get out and they gotta repel them, and they call them assets, by the way. Get the assets, retain the asset. But it was, theater for kids. So, needless to say, I enjoyed the first show.
I didn't waste my money then.
No, you didn't. And did you see Tool Monday night down at the arena? Did you go see?
No.
You didn't waste your money then. Good. I'm glad you didn't waste your money for that either. It was, I forget I think the opening act, the guy's name was Slim Beans or something. But anyway, Tool is really not my cup of tea. Don't get me wrong, some of the stuff they did was okay, but they would do these long sort of, long songs, and I like long songs because, with guitar and stuff, but they would be going on in sort of we'll say, for lack of a better term, they're sort of like rocking out, and then all of a sudden the whole thing would change, and it would be like, I don't know, then it would go, you know what I mean? It would get choppy and stuff, and it wasn't really my cup of tea. But get this, the first guy, the opening act, my number one fan, I'm going to have to remember that now. The first guy, you ready? It was a one-man show, but he was playing drums, the guitar, singing, plus he was playing the bass, just all one guy, and this is what he was doing. He's got the drumstick in his right hand, and as he's beating the drum, that's how he's strumming his guitar. It was amazing, right? And then with his right foot, he was hitting the bass drum. And then with his left foot, he had a small organ there, but he had, I don't know if you're familiar with big organs. The pedals are bass, the bass notes, right?
Yeah.
And that's what he was doing. He was hitting the pedals and playing the bass with his left foot. He was amazing. I thought he was amazing. It was pretty interesting to watch. And he sounded decent. So plus singing, it's like, wow. So there you have it.
All right. How about a quick reading? How about I get the crystal ball?
Yeah, I do. Okay, for the crystal ball, let's see. Well, all right. Who's into bullfighting? Who likes bullfighting? I see bullfighting around.
Nobody in my
Oh,
family.
you know,
No.
it's funny. I see it in here, bullfighting. It's coming up at the arena next month. Maybe you'll be going there.
Well, there's a lot of bull stuff that goes around.
Well, you're not kidding. It sure is. It sure is. I see the number, and it's 25. The number 25, if that has any significance to you. And let's see. Let me look for some letters for you. And, well, I don't see any letters, but I'm still going to look for letters. I see someone that you know is going on a trip via airplane. So, and let's see. Let me just find some letters here. All right. Here's who's dancing. Who's the big dancing partners here? I see a couple dancing. So. And not, not like young kids dancing. This is an older couple dancing. Let me just see if I want to find some letters for you and see if they make any sense here. Let's see. Well, also, what I see, who's just sort of they've either sort of just came to mind. Somebody that was after an argument, they sort of mended the fences here. I see that. If it hasn't happened yet, it'll be happening soon. You'll see it. And I'm still looking for letters, but all this other stuff's popping out instead. All right, here we go. Here we go. SZ. SZ. So there you go. And G and then GE. There you have it. So whatever you can take from that, whatever you can take from that. So
I know Z is Frank Zappa.
No, yeah, but S is in Sam. That's right. FC is Frank Zappa. I liked Frank. He was pretty cool. That's funny, Frank Zappa. Yeah, I like Frank Zappa. But anyway, hey, next Friday at the arena is Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Have you ever seen that?
Yes, I have.
Now, they put on a good show. I've seen it, I think. This will be the third time down at the arena, but they put on a really good show.
Yeah, I've seen them on public television.
Really? Oh, you got to see them in person, though. It's nothing like on TV. They do put on a fantastic. It's like a big spectacle. That's fantastic. But so if you got extra money, and you wouldn't be wasting it either. You wouldn't be wasting
I
it.
got to wait for my I'm waiting for my big bonus to come through on my Social Security.
3.2%.
Yeah.
Imagine, aren't they generous, huh? Aren't they
Yes, they
generous?
are.
Aren't they generous? I said, wow, imagine. I didn't even know what it was till earlier, what we were getting for a raise. But
Well, you turn around, they say the average person will probably get about $65.
well, I must be average because that's about what I'm getting. And what?
$20 will go to your Medicare.
Oh, $20. You know, I don't know why all us people on Social Security retirement should get out to the streets and protest like these jerks are now, because the illegals come in here on a Tuesday and Wednesday they have free health care. But yet, people like us, we worked all our lives, we have to pay. I don't get it.
Right.
We should all go out on the street and just say enough is enough is enough. We should that's
and
it.
they'll turn around and arrest you.
I know, and they'll probably use water cannons on us because they know we're old, right? So they'll use water cannons to, kill us. They'll kill us with water cannons.
All right.
Poor us. Poor us.
I just got a message.
Yeah. From?
I'm spending too much time. I got to let somebody else call in.
All right. Get out of here then. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, say hi to Gina.
All right, I will when I talk to her. All right, I'll talk to you later. Thanks again. Bye-bye.
All right. All
See ya.
right, Dave.
Yep,
Right,
bye.
bye-bye.
All right, so there you have it. Postal worker beat up in Medford, and what does the judge do? No penalty, no consequences, and then you wonder what's going on. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so until I get another phone call, let's go on. This piece of paper here, I love it. Is you got these young dummies out there protesting in support of Hamas, which blows me up. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you?
I'm wonderful. It's the energy lady. How are you doing today, Dave?
Now that you called, I'm doing absolutely fantastic. How are you?
I am wonderful.
All right. Glad to hear
What's
it.
new in the blue?
New in the blue. Let's see. Well, I had 10 days off from the Jerry Salem Elks. Today was my first day back. So, you know, I'm not recharged. Excuse me, I'm refreshed. And there you have it.
What do you mean you're not recharged but you're fresh?
No, I'm recharged. I'm recharged and I'm refreshed.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It is.
I'm happy that you're recharged.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, you know,
You're
nice.
refreshed.
Right. Today was my first day back. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I just tell everybody Londonderry. I mean, really, I didn't do much. I went to the.
Well,
I did, you know, a little stuff with neighbors, go out to lunch for supper. But the highlight of I shouldn't say the highlight, but it was interesting. I went to the Sig Sauer place in Epping, their academy, their flagship store and stuff. It was kind of interesting. It was very modern.
sounds nice. What did you have?
What did I have where?
You said you went to breakfast or lunch or something.
Yeah, well, we went to, naturally, it's one of my favorite places. I love to stumble in. And then when we went to the Sig Sauer place, we stopped somewhere out there, and I really never get out there, so I don't remember anything out there. Hey, who's the big Superman fan?
Superman?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, it's because it's just popping out on the crystal ball. And I know you're Superwoman.
I know I'm always flying around, so I might sound like Super Lady.
There you go. Well, your spirit certainly is always flying around. That's for sure. It's always so high and positive. You know, you can't go wrong with it. So maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But it was not. I don't know. Does Superwoman have an emblem, or is it a logo, or is it the same as Superman? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't either. I thought you would. I thought you would know that.
I don't know everything. I'm still learning.
Well, that and me. So what else? Are you all set for Thanksgiving, by the way? I suppose.
Yes, I am. I have my gobble.
All right. Well,
I'm ready to stuff. I'm ready to bake. I'm ready to cook.
Wow.
Ready to enjoy everything.
All right. Well, and me. I usually get on my cousins every year for Thanksgiving, but I haven't talked to him in a while, and I don't want to call him now because then he's going to think I'm only calling to get an invite for Thanksgiving. Well, I do have a turkey breast that if I don't end up going down to Everett, I'm going to cook the turkey breast.
Well, that sounds nice.
Yeah, and have that.
That's what it's all about, enjoying the turkey, enjoying what you have, and happy, healthy, strong, and all the people around you are positive and stuff like that.
Exactly. So, I could. Hey, what's this? I see the letters FG. And it's not FZ as in Frank Zappa, but FG like as in Frank Good. FG. Yeah. I see FG here.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just telling.
I do know two initials were FG.
Well, there you have it. There were one of them. The F especially. You should be hearing from them soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be my sister-in-law. Her name starts with an F.
There you go. Wow. And then let me see if I can see any numbers here for you. Let's see. Hold on. See, because now I'm looking for them, but I got to wait for them to pop out. Let's give it a few spins. Wait a minute. See, now if Mary called, it should say, I see this number, I see that number. And all right, here we are. 131. That's what I see here. 131.
Oh, wow.
And that's, you get, yeah. There you go. And,
wow.
Right, you're not thinking of putting up Christmas stuff yet, are you?
Not right now.
All right. Good. Hey, and also...
Looking at stuff, though.
Oh, all right. Don't put it up.
We're looking at a bunch of things, me and my friend.
Are you?
But we didn't buy anything because we don't need anything.
Well, it's always fun to look, though, isn't it? It's always fun looking at stuff.
It is.
Yeah.
They have a lot of beautiful, beautiful things.
Yeah. So, and plus also, I see victory coming up for you. Something, I see you trying to want to accomplish something pretty soon. Big. Wow, you're going to, really enjoy this one achievement.
Is it a trip?
No, I'm not seeing what it is. I just see sort of like a victory with an accomplishment or, completing something that you're sort of trying to get out there and complete. So whether it be plans for vacation or a trip, I'm not seeing that. I just know you're going to be successful in whatever it is, and soon.
Wow.
And to you, it's like, wow, you know what I mean? It's like a wow. It's not like just a ho-hum type thing. It's like a wow. So that's what I see. You know the difference.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
I'm always out there doing something.
I'm sure you will. How can you not be with all that energy that's just dying to get out and touch others?
And that I sure do.
And how? That's right. So
happy.
I know. Imagine.
I got my things this way, that way, but it always turns up happy.
It sure doesn't it? And it turns out better too if you sort of, instead of trying to figure it all out, follow the light.
I'm positive.
So am I.
I'm not going to say everything's perfect, but you want to know what?
It's close.
It outplays the stuff that's not perfect is higher than low.
You're exactly right. Like I said, it's not perfect, but it's not that far away. It's sort of like instead of, trying to manipulate every move and, trying to anticipate what's around every corner. Just look ahead. You see the light. Just follow the guiding light, right? It doesn't steer you wrong. Never does. I don't think so.
Of course not. I do things in the spirit of the moment, and off I go.
Yeah, that's the right attitude. That's right. Good for you.
Good. You have to be that way.
I agree.
don't think negative. I think positive.
So do I. And so, now, what's this? I see the number 10. Big. So then maybe that might go to your accomplishment there, or your victory. Big
10 is a very important number to me.
There you go. Loud and clear. Just popped right up at me.
Because every single thing I do is a 10.
All right. See? People, everybody out there, take her advice. She knows what she's doing. And it's not, it's really not a big effort, is it?
Hey, everybody, take my advice, and it will always be nice. And if it isn't nice, make it positive, and it'll be right.
There you go. See that? All right, energy lady. Way to go.
Well, I'll let you go because I don't want to take up all your time. Somebody else might want to be calling. And
right, and there's not...
God bless and stay happy, healthy, and strong. And if I don't hear or whatever, have a nice Thanksgiving.
Thanks, and same to you. And thanks for calling, Energy Lady.
Well, you're very welcome.
Okay, thanks. Bye. All right, Energy Lady, how can all that energy and that attitude not uplift you? And I don't care how much you victimize yourself or how downtrodden you feel. How can that not shine or make a light go off for you? Anyway, so let's go explore a little bit of darkness, shall we say. Again, I'm going to go back to these idiots that are out there in support of Hamas. They're out there protesting. There's these young little naive, uneducated dummies, for lack of a better term. And what even blows me way more than that, not only these young people, especially, well, even more so, black people, because they talk about slavery, yet they're out there protesting for Hamas, which at least slavery, they still had their free will. Hamas, which Sharia law wants to take away your God-given right of free will. So, and that's what gets me. They talk about slavery. This Islam, Hamas, it's nothing but Satanism. Anybody want to? I'll be glad to discuss it with you. But anyway, so much for that. Just so, if you're out there or you know anyone that's been out there protesting Hamas who's got no brains, this is what you're out there protesting for, jerks, idiots, dummies. Is that when you're out there protesting, you agree, because this is Hamas's goals, just so you know. All right? When you're out there protesting in support of Hamas, this is what you're protesting for. You agree that every Jew, Christian, and non-Muslim in the world must be slaughtered. And that's what blows me away. They're out there protesting, kill me. I don't know. Give them fentanyl? I don't know. What's the answer? All right, here's another one. You endorse making homosexuality punishable by jail or death. All right, here's another one. Whoops. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
Good, thanks. I want to touch on three things, but very, very short.
Sure.
Did you see all those people that went down to Washington, D.C. and, what do you call it, they went there to support Israel.
Yeah, over 300,000. Yeah, God bless them. Good for them.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, imagine that. You know, I'm trying to figure out 300,000 people. Where the hell are they going to sleep at night? I mean, there's so many hotels, you know.
That's
unless they
true.
go right home right away. But you ever think about that? You know, where they're going to be at nighttime?
Well, yeah, I have thought about that, but you know, some people they're probably having to stay like 75 or 100 miles away. It's just like during the Boston Marathon, right? Look at all the people there. They're staying.
Where do they park their cars?
I know. Right, really.
Okay, that's one I want to talk about.
Uh-huh.
You know those two kids that beat up the mailman?
Yes.
They're from Massachusetts, right?
Yeah, that's right. They are.
Massachusetts made news again. Was it? It was Sunday.
Andover, flying the Palestinian flag.
In the town of Andover.
That's right.
In the town square, they flew the flag of Palestine.
I know. I know. What a slap in the face. Huh?
Did you hear about that in North Andover?
Yeah, I saw it. I read it on, online. So what a disgrace that is.
So those two kids must have came from there. Imagine that. Yeah, it is. Now, the third thing I want to talk about, very, very short, is I keep getting those flyers, those political flyers.
Yeah.
Well, the one I get tons of them. It says, if you vote for Trump, then the Democrats will win. Biden will win. Did you ever get one of those?
No, I haven't got one of those, but that's a good point, because if you vote for Trump, Biden's going to win because they're going to cheat like they did last time. I don't care what you say. There was voter fraud out there. You know?
I tell you what, I'll make this short, like I told you.
Yeah.
When the election night, I believe it was in November. It was very, very cold.
Yeah.
Now, this was in Georgia. So I'm watching. I'm like a little junkie, you know. I like to watch political things.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm watching the elections, you know. And then from Georgia, Trump was way ahead.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, this black announcer, well, just plain announcer, he said, "Oh, we have to stop recording. One of the pipes is broke. We'll be back."
Yeah.
So I figured that, you know, it might take a while. So I went back to bed. So when I got up, Biden won, and when I went to bed, Trump was ahead. I don't know how much, but it's unbelievable, you know. So I'm just saying, I'll say it. I believe there was voter fraud. But anyway, I just hope that the next election that they're very careful on watching people, or you know, it's pretty bad when you get more votes and you have people, you know, they send out what do you call it? We'll say 200,000 write-in votes.
Yeah, mail-in ballots.
Yeah. Well, they had more people counted than they had ballot that they send.
Right.
Okay, just let you know. Thank you so much and take care.
Okay, thanks for calling. Good night.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks. Bye-bye. There's another caller, and he's right. And I also remember he mentioned Georgia. In Pennsylvania, Trump was up with what? It was over 600,000 votes. Another one, they're going to stop counting for the night, which I never, ever heard of in my life. It's not that they're going to stop counting for the night. It's they know that they got to get 600,000 ballots somewhere. So that's what they're doing. They're not stopping counting. They're getting the ballots. And I mean, really, Americans are dumb. And what do you see the next morning when they come back on? All of a sudden, not only is Trump not winning anymore in Pennsylvania, but all of a sudden, right, Biden got, they always find, right? They always find ballots. But, I mean, and nobody questions anything. That's how dumb Americans are, or demand any type of action. What do? The next day, they found what? We'll say, and I'm not sure of the number, but good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
Not too bad, and you?
I'm well, Mary. Tomorrow, 5 to 6, same time, same place. Cruising with Mary.
Yes.
Wow. Mary, what's been happening?
I got my car registered, got it inspected, got my license, been going all week.
Nice. Now, how much does it cost where you are to register your car?
$225.
Wow, mine's up there too, but I don't think it's that high. Wow.
Yeah, well, see, I have vanity plates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. What is it?
I've had those plates for 15 years. I've had the same plate.
Wow, good for you. I've been thinking of getting vanity plates, but I can't really decide what I want.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had that plate since I've had, when I had the caddy. I put it on there, and I kept it ever since.
Wow, not bad. Good for you. Hey, Mary, any guests for tomorrow?
No. If you'd like to drop in, drop in. In fact, I'm going to be giving away a pizza tomorrow.
Wow.
From Clemento's Pizza tomorrow.
I love pizza.
From Greg Joseph. And so we'll have the fifth caller will end up with a big food is great over there.
Wow. And I love pizza. Mary, I could eat pizza every day.
Yeah, me too, and I like it cold.
I'll eat it either way, cold, warm, hot.
Yeah, and I like, especially Hawaiian pizza. I love that.
Oh, Mary, come on. Hawaiian pizza is wrong.
I love pineapple. Oh, God, I love pineapple.
Well, I like pineapple, too, but Mary, pineapple, I'm sorry, Mary, pineapple does not go on pizza.
Oh, it's great on pizza.
That's funny. That is too funny. Oh, by the way, I can't show tomorrow because they got me working. I'm working at 4:30. I start.
Oh, wow.
Imagine poor me, so I'll be working till
I know,
late.
for you.
Really. I know. So, tomorrow, no guests, but it'll be lots of fun because there'll be Jim, Mary, and Anthony, right? Am I correct?
Yep, yeah. They wasn't married. Jim was sick last week, so that's why. So I don't know if they're going to make it this week or not, but we'll hope they will make it.
Wow, yeah, hopefully. We'll keep our fingers crossed.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Stuff. So, and then hopefully if they don't, at least Anthony will make it. So he's, he's an interesting individual.
Yeah, I love his paintings.
Mm-hmm.
They're great.
And me.
Yeah.
I know. So, by the way, no show for next week because it's Thanksgiving, right?
Yep. Yeah, and next week I'll be heading out to Massachusetts.
All right.
Down to New Bedford.
Now, is that where you're from, or is that just where relatives live?
No, that's where the good friends are in New Bedford, Mass. I'm originally right here from New Hampshire.
Oh, okay. Now, have you ever gone to, what do they have down there, the Fishing Museum or something in New Bedford?
Yep. Yeah, they have that. They have Johnny Cape Hill. They have where the fleet comes in.
Yeah.
It's really something to see when they come in with the fish and everything, right? The whole wharf right there when the fishermen come in, at a certain time. And I love watching them going on over there by the wharf and watching them, how they take off the fish off the boats.
Yeah, we used to.
It's really something how they do it.
It is. And I know all those places from when I was a court reporter. I was, practically in every court in the Commonwealth. So
yeah,
that's how I know all those places. But yeah, I remember the Fisher Museum or something down there. That was pretty cool. Though.
Yeah, the New Bedford Museum.
Now, do you go down for
in fact, it's right off from Johnny Cape Hill.
All right, see that. Now, when you go down, do you go down for the day or do you stay over?
Oh, I stay over.
And who takes care of your kiddies?
Oh, they're good. I fill them up with the dishes with plenty of food.
Oh, okay.
But with my girls here, when I go away, I have enough food that they'll have enough for the next day and everything. But they don't eat that much until I come home. When I come home, then they'll eat.
Yeah, I believe it. I know. I used to have a cat like that. This one is spoiled. Even like sometimes if I leave early in the morning and I know I'm not coming home till late at night, I'll have a neighbor go in. That's how spoiled this one is. But what can you do?
And stuff, but they won't eat for anybody but me.
Mm-hmm.
But there was only one person they would eat for. He would feed them, and they'd be right there for him. That was their Uncle Dickie. But he had passed away. His wife passed away, and one time my sister came down and she tried to feed him. She let me feed him. I said, okay.
Yeah.
And he went touch the food. The food stayed there and stayed there. I literally had to throw the food away and open up another can for them to eat.
That's funny.
And they won't eat for anybody else but me.
Yeah, that's funny how cats are, but
yeah,
cats are the coolest.
Yeah.
Cats are the coolest. I know. Anyway, Mary, I got to get going. I only got a couple of minutes left, so I got to wrap it up. All right, tomorrow, Cruising with Mary, 5 to 6 p.m. If I don't see you, happy Thanksgiving, Mary.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to you, too.
Okay, thanks for calling. All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, so look at the time. Time to wrap it up. Time to say so long. Till next week. And please, in the meantime, right after me, rock, paper, hand grenades. Check it out. Always interesting. Please, 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 2 things you need to remember always. 1, you can't be dumb if you want to be free. And more importantly, you are a winner.